What is going on, guys? Rewinds here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys some news and little tidbits about Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, and that's going to be because recently we had Boruto 2 Blue Vortex volume number 6 just released in Japan. So as a result, we have some comments and some translations of some other tidbits as well regarding some Boruto 2 Blue Vortex stuff by Ikimoto himself. So we are going to go over that, and I might also talk about a little bit of other things as well, such as what you see on your screen right now, which is the fact that Boruto, at least in the United States now, Naruto Next Generation, so not even counting 2 Blue Vortex, has sold over 460,000 copies. If you guys did miss it, I did make a video where I just recently discussed a big milestone the Boruto franchise has hit in terms of manga sales. It was my last video, so be sure to check that out if you are interested in seeing some more regarding that. So, shout out to Felix for the rest of this, by the way, that we're going to go through. So one thing we had over here, we had a promotional advertisement for Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Chapter 25, Indie Weekly Shonen Jump. And Chapter 25 has already passed, but this does give us a little bit of info regarding pretty much the whole Boruto and Momoshiki conversation going on. So we're going to touch up on that real quick. The translation is, can a longtime enemy become an ally? Rivals teaming up? A formidable foe seeking power to stand in Boruto's way, Otsutsuki Momoshiki. His wish for reincarnation was thwarted by Boruto. As a vessel, he schemes to seize Boruto's body. And it says, Boruto risking his own life, he seeks cooperation from his fated nemesis, Momoshiki. An unexpected counter with an irreconcilable foe. Amid a battlefield with despair, will they join forces? So this is pretty much speculating, and it's also showing a little bit of their history of like how Momoshiki wanted to take over Boruto's body, but that didn't happen, how they've been longtime enemies, and Boruto, how he's risking his own life, is now seeking cooperation from his fated nemesis Momoshiki. So will this unexpected counter lead to them joining forces? Will they strike some sort of deal? We technically right now, as of Chapter 26, don't know the answer to that. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with those two. I personally think Boruto has made a deal with them of some sort that is going to possibly go through. So more on that hopefully next chapter, or, as we keep going. But it does seem like manga-wise we are going to shift our attention a little bit right now towards the whole thing with the next battle coming right now inside Konoha. So the next Shinju is going to pull up, and we're going to pretty much be focusing on that. So Volume 6, this is the cover, by the way. Sarada is headlining the cover. I think the cover looks pretty good. Again, nice blend of colors to showcase the background as well as her fit. I think the design is pretty cool, and overall I'm a big fan of the cover. So I think I want to say this is one of the better 2 Blue Vortex covers, but 2 Blue Vortex has had some pretty good covers. Last cover was one of the ones where some people I saw weren't as big on because it was just a Shinju altogether, but I do think that was a cool cover idea as well. But this one for Volume 6 might be a bit better. Hopefully it sells well. I'll probably make a video on sales at some point regarding it, but the last volume, Volume 5, was actually the lowest selling volume so far of 2 Blue Vortex out of the 5. So some people thought maybe it had to do with the cover, not having like someone like Boruto or Sarada or Kawaki, someone like really, really mainstream. But who knows? We'll see what happens with Volume 6's sales when they drop. So Volume 6's database, translated page, Mangekyo Sharingan Ohirume. So we are going to have, I'm going to look at that, but I do think there's another version of it. So we do have an Ikimoto comment, and yep, here's the higher quality version. Before I read this to you, here's the version of the cover in blue. Another one of I guess, the versions of it. This came out and included extra pages. And let's see if there's something else. Here's another version of it in higher quality. Again, looks pretty cool. I just wanted to show you guys that. Now let's have a look real quick at this. So it says, name and maximum capability of the Mangekyo Sharingan awakened by Sarada. Sarada can create black spears with diameters ranging from approximately 5 centimeters to 250 centimeters. So pretty decent range right there. The maximum number of spears is 4. These spears possess a gravitational pull disproportionate to their mass, generating immense gravity. The strength of this gravity can be controlled at Sarada's will, and it is possible to use the spears themselves as explosive devices, detonating them like bombs. Targeted gravity effect. Only objects that are directly looked at by Sarada and targeted by her eyes are affected by the gravity emitted from the spears. However, if the target is a living being, Sarada herself cannot escape the gravitational influence. To counter this, she skillfully controls each of the 4 spears, manipulating the gravitational balance, acting on herself to enable levitation. By moving together with the spears, she can apply this technique to achieve high-speed flight similar to the Otsutsuki clan. So, really OP stuff right there, especially with how Sarada is working with it. It's definitely a pretty broken ability. So, Mangekyo Sharingan Ohirume. Now, here's the drawbacks of it. This ability consumes a tremendous amount of chakra. Like other Mangekyo Sharingan techniques, overuse leads to gradual deterioration of vision, eventually resulting in blindness. So, some people are wondering, I feel like this should have been obvious because it's been something in Naruto that's been shown for a while, that if you have a Mangekyo Sharingan, you're gonna go blind from overuse unless you do pretty much what Sasuke did, or you do what Madara did. Like one of those examples, like in order to get that state of that eternal like Mangekyo Sharingan, Sarada's not there, so Sarada does have that risk of going blind. And since that is the case, we're going to see how her usage is going to be managed with this down the line. So the other thing here is Ikimoto's comment as well. This is just if you're interested in the author comment. He's pretty much saying the other day water leaked from the air conditioner, and since the copier was right under it, some important parts got wet and it completely stopped working. Because of this, I couldn't do some of my work, which was a real problem, especially at such a busy time. So I'm assuming this probably impacted him on some of his Boruto work, maybe set him back a little bit. Nevertheless, I managed to draw the cover and this sketch for this volume, and I hope you enjoyed them. This may be a well-known truth, but it's still worth avoiding installing precision equipment directly under the air conditioner. So, a little lesson learned from Ikimoto right there. Seems like maybe the cover of this volume got wet initially when he was working on it, and seems like he was able to get it in on time. Again, like I said, overall, cool stuff. I'm excited to see what the sales are going to be for this actual manga volume, volume 6, when those eventually do come out. And when they do, I'll probably make a video on it, as long as there's something notable to talk about. But overall, this is mostly it for this video. Again, just some more things to think about is what will Boruto do regarding Momoshiki? Will Sarada go blind from overuse of her Mangekyo Sharingan? Just some more stuff for us to think about and speculate on as we move forward in this Boruto 2 Blue Vortex journey. But that's pretty much it. If you guys did enjoy the video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you guys are new. And as always, I hope you guys have a good day or night whenever you guys are watching this video. I'm Rewinds, and I'm out.